Hi everyone, Drini here, and welcome to my channel. So a lot of the micro caps and most gaming cryptos are pretty much on a downtrend today, except for the Star Atlas tokens. So this is the perfect opportunity to really dive into the POLIS and Atlas charts just to see what's going on so we can path our way forward. So looking at POLIS on a daily time frame, even without the indicators, you can already see that things are starting to pick up. We have officially formed a golden cross right here, where the 21 EMA has already crossed the 55 EMA. The good thing about golden crosses is it is a very strong indicator of a long-term positive uptrend. And when this particular event happens, what do you normally do? The best way is to lay down your fibs. Because if you lay down your fibs, you would see the potential destination of Polis moving forward. If we establish that this is our local high right here, and this is our local low, where are we going? The conservative estimate for Polis over the macro level long term is the 1618 of around $40 right here. If we start to exhibit very strong buying pressure, then expect a potential 2.2 target of around $87 or $88 right here. How will we get there? We will most likely get there via an Elliott wave 5-wave structure. We can already see it starting to form now, where this is your wave 1 right here, this is your wave 2, our wave 3 will hopefully bring us to around the 1.272 of around $26.49. We would most likely backtest the 1 at support for our wave 4 correction and eventually land on our wave 5 destination of $40. This is the conservative estimate that we can see just based on the strength of the candles, because sometimes, depending on how big the candles are, if we suddenly are blasting off into space, then it gives me more confidence that we can potentially aim for the higher Fibonacci levels right here. But until we see that happens, then the 1618 should be a healthy estimate that's realistic for all of us. Looking at Polis on a 4-hourly time frame, we can actually see some very interesting patterns. This is actually the first time that I've seen a BART pattern. In this case, an inverse BART pattern. So for those of you who are not aware, the BART pattern is exactly what it sounds like. It is Bart Simpson. The thing about BART patterns is when you have a BART pattern where it starts to fall drastically and then forms Bart's head, the technical target for this is usually where you started forming the BART. And this is the technical target of this particular BART pattern. Now that we have come back to it, this particular BART pattern has been validated. The technical target right here is validated. That's also the reason why once it reached the peak right here, you saw a lot of consolidation to the downside. Because when structures form, everyone knows that structures form, they have particular technical targets right here, and from there, they profit from the structure and we are ready to move on to the next one. So over the 4-hourly time frame, what are other structures that we can see that might lead to potential upsides in the future? So the first one is this BART pattern right here is also now a cup and handle. So this is your cup right here. We form the handle right here, and with a cup and handle pattern, this is typically a bullish structure, but only if you break to the upside. So in this case, this is the breakout that we are looking for. When you have a cup and handle, you have a respective technical target of the height of the cup. So when you overlay it on the neckline right here, this particular structure has a technical target of around $12.64. So do expect that as we break out from here, we are potentially back testing this support line, this neckline right here as support before continuation. And once we meet this, expect some slight consolidation before we continue our bullish uptrend. So if you're looking for a potential entry for Polis, there are a couple of things that you can aim for. One, of course, is the EMAs would provide an entry level. So if it backtests the EMAs as support from here, for example, you can then come in here either on the 21 or the 55. It depends on where it falls. The other potential buying opportunity for Polis is this particular neckline right here of around $10.22. Because what we want to happen is we want this breakout right here, and the purchase opportunity is most likely at the back test of support. So if you don't see the price action falling down to the EMAs, then you know that this is because of this neckline right here. And that's Polis. So let's move on to Atlas. So Atlas on a daily time frame looks very, very healthy. Why do I say that? That is because it formed a golden cross much earlier than Polis. And if you look at this particular price action, it's not shooting up far past the EMAs. It is still very close to the EMAs and it is trending and marching nicely to the upside. Because we already have a golden cross right here, we are starting to form our bullish structures. How do we know where we're going to go? Once again, lay down your fibs, where this is the local high right here and this is the local low. And right now, we appear to be marching to our eventual destination of the 1618 of around 65 cents. The way we'll get there is once again very similar to how we'll get there through POLIS, most likely through a 5-wave structure, where this is your wave 1 right here, this is your wave 2 correction, the wave 3, once again, hopefully will slowly bring us to the 1272, test the 1, and eventually reach our final 5th wave destination of 65 cents. Looking at Atlas on a 4-hourly time frame, there are a couple of structures that have formed that are quite bullish for Atlas. One is we have an inverse head and shoulders pattern right here, where you have the left shoulder right here, the head, and the right shoulder. The inverse head and shoulder pattern is a bullish structure, but once again, only if you break through this neckline right here of around 19 cents. So once we break through this particular neckline right here and hopefully backtest the support, we have the respective technical target of the height of the head. In this case, let's say we break out around here. In this case, this particular structure's technical target would be 22 cents. For Atlas, there's also a much larger structure right here. So we have a giant cup and handle that has been forming for a while around here, where this is your cup and this structure right here is currently its handle. The funny coincidence about this particular structure right here is it has the same neckline as this particular inverse head and shoulders right here. But we have a different technical target for this structure, which is the height of the cup right here. So moving forward, when we break out of here, we have two corresponding technical targets. So the first one is 22 cents. The second one is 26.87 cents. So you can imagine what can potentially happen here is we break out of here, backtest it as support first, continue to our 22-cent target, probably consolidate for a little bit, wait for the EMAs to catch up like this, and eventually blast past the EMAs once we found support and continue to this larger technical target right here. If you like my video, hit like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, let me know what you think in the comments. If you also have other gaming cryptos that you would like me to look at, just leave it down in the comments below and I'll take a look at it in the future. Until then, take care everyone. Bye-bye.